Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Tiny Tina's Wonderland. The good old developers from Gearbox Studio have officially bestowed upon us a new gameplay trailer that really breaks down a lot of the game, and we now have an official release date. And yes, in my opinion, this is an action RPG, and we will get to that. As always, I will share my thoughts. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to support smaller channels. All right, let's jump right into this. Right now, we are on the website PC Gamer. Title of this article, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands has a giant crab, D20s, and land sharks. New gameplay trailer also has a Baby Metal song from 2015, which feels very Borderlands. Yes, you did not put two and two together. This is a Borderlands game, but it's different than what we've seen in the past. And again, Gearbox Studios and me think this is an action RPG. You might not think it. It's been a hot minute since I've heard a metal band Baby Metal, and yet it somehow fits perfectly into the new gameplay reveal trailer for Borderlands Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. We've also learned that Tiny Tina's Wonderlands will release, here we go, on March 25th, 2022. Now, if you watch my video from earlier today, our kind of tentative release date for Lost Ark is March 31st. So it looks like March, at least the end of March, it's going to be pretty action-packed. And my birthday's in March. So a lot going on. The trailer gives us a first look at Tiny Tina's D&D-inspired world of magic, walking skeletons, and dragon lords. Players will join a party of characters playing Tiny Tina's tabletop game set in a much more traditional high fantasy setting. There's a giant castle, giant mushroom forest, underground caverns, and troll-filled mountains. I'm particularly fond of the giant skeleton partially buried in the side of the mountain. Of course, it's not a Borderlands game without a ridiculous amount of weapons and goofy enemies to riddle with bullets. The trailer shows off little evil mushroom men, giant crabs with chunks of pirate ships for shells, and bipedal sharks, among others. You'll be fighting these dudes with magical bows, several arrows of light at once, plus numerous melee weapons of the axe, sword, and mace variety. This is the first time modern Borderlands has offered melee weapons, so it will be interesting to see how they shake up combat. And in my opinion, the melee weapons look like a whole lot of fun. We're getting there. Be patient. Speaking of shaking things up, players will have magical abilities like summoning several meteors to rain down on the baddies, turning enemies into floating sheep, and freezing flying enemies out of the sky. But this is what I am most curious about. Because when I was watching the trailer, I'm like, what is happening? It looks like Tiny Tina's Wonderlands will also contain some sort of D&D style overworld, where miniature versions of your character run around to visit different locations and find loot. It's got a cute little art style with some visual garbage you'd find spread around a D&D table acting as props, like a spilled orange soda forming a river, or a red thumbtack marking a location on the map. It looks like fun. And we're going to talk about that after the trailer on the official Steam page. But first, before I play this gameplay reveal trailer, a quick 20 seconds from me. There's plenty more to come in this video, but first, if you're new here, welcome. Obviously, you have stumbled upon the coolest ARPG site on YouTube, so please like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you know anytime I drop a video. We also have a full merch store on the channel available under the store tab. Lastly, we have officially dropped memberships for the channel, 5 tiers available. It is the best way to support me and my journey on YouTube. As always, thank you all for the support.
Darkness washes over the land. Dun dun dun. The Dragon Lord has returned!
Fools! Your party of heroes can't stop me!
Who's ready to rickety roleplay? Spoiler, it's you, baby. may be asking, Tina, why are there guns in a fantasy world? And I am just so glad you asked, because shut up your face and get shooting!
You ready, newbie?
Time for character sheets, baby! All right, trailer over. No end credit scene here. This ain't no super duper hero movie.
I've got a feeling that this game is going to be a mixed bag from my community. Someone's going to be like, oh, I hate the art direction. It's not isometric. Is this truly an action RPG? Well, let's see what Steam says, which is really what Gearbox Studio is saying. They're saying it has action, it has RPG, it's a looter shooter, and it's an action RPG. So if you are playing single player, LAN, or co-op online, you are going to be killing enemies, you're going to be upgrading your character that you create, and you are going to be looting. That sounds like action combat to me, and that sounds like an action RPG. It's just not going to be an isometric view, or some people would call it Diablo-like. So yes, in my opinion, this is an action RPG. Right now we are on the official Steam page for Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Now they haven't updated this yet, it just still says coming soon, but again, March 25th. Embark on an epic adventure full of whimsy, wonder, and high-powered weaponry. Roll your own multi-class hero, then shoot, loot, slash, and cast on a quest to stop the Dragon Lord. Now what really sucks, and I have to say I'm disappointed about, this game has a Steam page, a website, and a release date, but it doesn't have system requirements. Come on! You know, when we get a Steam page, I want to see the system requirements, but we don't have that yet. But on the Steam page, it does give us a lot of information. An unpredictable fantasy world, guns, spells, and more. Party up to defeat evil, personalize your hero, and band together on chaotic co-op. So when you see here, single player, online co-op, and LAN co-op. You don't see LAN co-op very often anymore, but that's on here. Obviously, full controller support because this game will be coming to consoles as well. But we know what we really care about is PC. Tiny Tina's Wonderland. All right, everyone, that's the video. I want to know your opinion. Is this a I can't wait to get my hands on it type of title? Is it a I'll play if there's a demo, I'll check it out if it's free, or maybe hard pass? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm sure you've heard by now that I have officially started a Twitch, streaming at bare minimum 4 days a week. Official schedule is on YouTube, it is on my Discord, and it is on Twitch itself. Having so much fun with the community, playing all types of action RPGs. First link in the description below. If you haven't joined the official Action RPG Discord, please do so. We're now approaching 1,200 members, great conversations every day. The idea is to create a gaming community that could jump from game to game together so you never start the server alone. Link for that Discord is also in the description. I hope you all enjoyed this video on Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Hopefully you were entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.